This is a blogcast by UX Design Agency. Listen to our blog articles in audio format and get all the latest insights and knowledge about creating demanded digital financial products with the power of UX design. The financial UX design formula for digital product success. Every entrepreneur is constantly looking for ways to maximize the success of its company and products. Spending 15 years in business, creating hundreds of different kinds of digital products, and studying their growth, we have extracted a straightforward formula that explains what determines the success rate of any digital product. This formula is the foundation of the financial UX design methodology developed by UXDA. It can be applied to increase the success potential of digital products created in any kind of business, regardless of their field. The future of banking relies on customer experience. That's why everybody is doing their best to integrate customer centricity into their products and services. So, why do so many companies still fail at their digital transformation? Many are convinced that to conquer the digital age, it is enough to have a product with a modern appearance. But, truth to be told, to create truly successful digital products, the visual appearance is only the tip of the huge iceberg we have under the water. This iceberg consists of a thorough approach with many crucial elements alongside the visual appearance. We call this approach the financial UX design methodology. Unfortunately, many companies still aren't aware of this and lose millions on unsuccessful digital transformations. That's why we guide our readers through three main components of the financial UX design methodology: the product value pyramid, the design pyramid, and the experience pyramid. In this article, we demonstrate how all of them come together beautifully, determining the success potential of any digital product. To understand how to impact your business success, we will first explore the main components that define the work of any business. Make sure to download the white paper attached to this audio version or visit the full article at UXDA's blog that includes a lot of important graphs and illustrations. We should start with the outdated product success formula. It goes as follows: product quality multiplied by the business model plus market distribution. Now, let me explain what we mean by each of these elements. Product quality represents what the product has to offer to the customers. It's the end product or service that is exchanged with consumers for resources. Here, it's important to make the quality of the product match the expectations of the customers in order to ensure demand. Business model is the way that a company operates. The organization model and manufacturing process of a product or service. Principles and system that determine the functioning of a business, its internal and external operations. Next is the market distribution. It is tools and actions that the company uses to market the product to the customers. It's the distribution of the information about the product in the external environment in order to increase market awareness and generate consumer interest in the service or the product. There's a multiplication sign between the product quality and the business model because these elements closely affect each other. In the case of an ineffective business structure, the probability of creating and developing a quality product is sharply reduced. In turn, a poor quality product can demotivate employees and complicate operations with a large number of complaints, which will reduce the efficiency of business processes. Not so long ago, in the so-called marketing age, when the main goal was to make profit, this formula provided a clear understanding of how to make a business successful. Do you have a quality product, well-established business processes, but no sales? Look at the distribution channels, positioning strategies, and competitors. Find out how to raise the market distribution and the business will go up. Or, for example, is everything all right with the distribution and the quality of the product, but there is no profit? Just take a look at your business model. You probably have some bottlenecks there. Production lags behind sales, delay with the component supplies, and so on. But in the digital age, it is not that simple. Today, the development of digital technology affects the basic principles of consumption and therefore the rules of business. Despite the fact that basic business components have remained the same, new elements must be taken into account. These elements affect the efficiency, but at the same time expand the formula to new success opportunities. The scale in which a business integrates all of these added elements defines the success potential of the financial company and its digital financial products. So when it comes to the digital age, we define the business success potential by the following formula. In the brackets, product quality raised to the power of experience times business model raised to the power of design plus market distribution raised to the power of value, brackets closed, multiplied by the experience mindset. At the first glance, it may look a little complicated, but actually, it's a quite clear and easy to use framework. The rate of each component can be estimated by a value from 0 to 5, taking as a basis the relevant characteristics of leaders and outsiders in the related industry. To increase the success potential of its customers, the UXDA team uses this formula as the basis for our financial UX design methodology, which we have developed over the past 15 years. The key components of this methodology and practical examples of their use have already been published on the UXDA blog. While we take a closer look at the formula, I will tell you which of the components of our methodology should be used to increase a particular formula parameter. So let's take a closer look at each of the elements that make up the success in the digital age. As an outcome, we have the success potential. So what does it mean? This is the ability of a business to efficiently produce a product or service that will be in such high demand that it will ultimately generate a positive financial flow in the long term. On a utility level, this is the potential of a business to create and exchange something for the resources necessary for its existence and growth. And what does it depend on? First of all, it depends on the business offer to its end customers, the product or the service. In our formula, we call it the product quality. This means that the main focus is not on product features, but on what kind of experience the financial product offers to its customers. The better the experience, the higher the chance for the financial product's success. I think everyone will agree that the quality of a product or a service significantly affects the demand in the long term. But in the digital age, it's not only about the characteristics of the product or service, but primarily about the whole experience we provide to the customers. This means that if you want to increase the success rate of the product, you must create a delightful customer experience. By increasing the degree of experience, you could significantly increase the chances of your product's success. For example, imagine a company that produces a high-quality and well-made product focused on the user's problem, but it has low demand. This may be due to the fact that the experience of using this product does not meet the expectations and needs of the users. At the same time, a similar, maybe even not so well-developed product takes into account the context of user experience and offers a simple and clear solution for which the users are willing to pay double the price. In order to create a great experience, we need to take into account the user's needs, wants, expectations, pains, and motives for using the financial product. When working with our clients who utilize the UXDA's financial UX design methodology, we do this through the components of the experience pyramid: the design thinking approach, business user product frame, and different UX tools and methods. Our workflow is created to design financial services through the customer perspective. This approach can be used to make any product or service customer-centered. It is focused on achieving maximum customer satisfaction according to the specific business goals and taking into account the capabilities of the product. This component of the formula results in a product that lives up to the customer expectations and wouldn't get rejected. The second parameter of the formula is the business model. The business model determines not only the type of business, but also the basic principles of its functioning, development strategy, and organization features. That is, everything that determines the production of a product or service and the implementation of business goals. Of course, an effectively built and well-functioning business has a very high chance of success. Working with banks, we see huge organizations with precise functioning rules. Competitiveness in the digital age requires more flexibility and switching focus from bureaucratic legacy to providing demanded value to the customers. To increase the focus on customer satisfaction and accordingly ensure long-term success in the market, financial companies should integrate design thinking at all levels of the business. That's why we place design as a degree that impacts the success of a business model. In this case, we are not talking about the visual aspect of design, but about a generalized design approach to create and develop human-centered business at all operational aspects and in business culture. This approach allows us to ensure business adaptation to the modern market realities, which will significantly increase its effectiveness. We discuss design integration in more detail in the Design Pyramid article. For example, banks whose well-established and regulated business models have been proven for decades today are surprised to see super-fast rise of fintech companies whose business models use the design approach as fuel for disruptive innovation. The third component of the formula are the operations of the business with the outside world or the market distribution. In this term, we include both the chosen market niche with a positioning strategy and the activity of promoting and delivering information about the product or service to customers or potential partners of the company. In the so-called marketing age, it was enough to boost the marketing budget to reach more people and convince them to buy the product. But today, it no longer works like that. We have the network effect, and anyone is able to post a bad or a good review on the internet. This determines whether a person will trust you enough to buy your product, or quickly learn from his or her peers that it's just a pretty advertisement. For the market distribution, the success multiplier is the value provided to the customers. It's possible to create that if, besides basic functionality, the product also provides pleasant usability and aesthetics that cause positive emotions, as well as status or personalization according to the specific needs of different audiences, and the possibility to create a feeling of being a part of a bigger mission that has an impact on the world, like Tesla does. In the value pyramid, we explore these 5 levels in great depth. Their development is associated with competitive expansion on the market. Involving a higher level of value creates significant competitive advantages and increases the return on efforts aimed at market distribution. In general, this is a question about why your business exists and what value and benefit it brings to the customers. At the same time, we are adding but not multiplying market distribution rate to the formula, since even with a zero value, business success can still be achieved. In particular, with handcrafted products or boutiques, which are organically promoted by word of mouth without the participation of business owners. In this case, this is due to the outstanding quality of the service or the product and the competent organization of the business. For example, a large enterprise that has existed on the market for a long time for sure has a clear positioning of its products, well-established distribution channels, and huge budgets for promotion. But this potential could not work to the maximum if the value provided to the customers is at the basic functional level. However, if the value level is raised significantly higher towards the client, you will see a sharp increase in support and new opportunities for business development. Just imagine a business that offers a special experience for a certain segment of consumers, or even better, implements a socially responsible mission. This could lead to creating of a community support around it. Members of such communities usually recommend products, defend the interests of the company, and help develop its business as this becomes a part of their lifestyle. So we have come to the final and fourth element in the framework of this formula, the experience mindset. It's associated with our thinking. Thinking is a filter through which we perceive the world around us and the basis for which we set goals and make decisions. Instead of an outdated mindset focused only on sales, we should implement a mindset that is focused on creating value for the customers. This is the only way to survive in the age of digital disruption. In this kind of mindset, we view the customers as our friends and family members, aiming to help them the best way possible. Since the format of our thinking directly impacts the organization's culture, strategy, priorities, and the configuration of the product, the principles of our business and the plan for market promotion depend on this. Therefore, thinking becomes a crucial factor for the whole formula. The success scope of all the three previous components depends on it. To ensure the organization's success in the future, a sharp focus on customers' expectations and behavior is critical. It is your customers' needs, perceptions, and experiences that play a key role in the digital economy. Don't try to manipulate them. Use empathy to become really useful to your customers, and they will provide an unexpected power to the growth of your business. To ensure the organization's success in the future, a sharp focus on customers' expectations and behavior is critical. It is your customers' needs, perceptions, and experiences that play a key role in the digital economy. Don't try to manipulate them. Use empathy to become really useful to your customers, and they will provide an unexpected power for the growth of your business. The customers of today expect a more ethical, responsible, and honest attitude from their financial institution, as well as attention to their needs. Only this kind of attitude can ensure long-term success under conditions of digital transparency. This type of thinking differs from the usual mindset of consumers as a resource used for business development. We call it the experience mindset. You can learn more about the thinking experience and diagnose the level of its development in your organization by reading our article about it. Experience mindset is a form of perception and action that meets the requirements of the digital era and is maximally human-centered. Thus, a possible way to improve the quality of all the components of the formula is to integrate the experience mindset into the company's culture. So, now when we have explored each and every component of the formula, you might ask if it has passed the test in the real harsh world of business and what results has it proved. We discovered both positive and negative impacts of this formula among dozens of large and medium-sized businesses in various industries. For several years, we executed the financial UX design methodology based on this formula with 70+ clients, as well as our own company. Using this formula in the development of UXDA ensured incredible results for us personally as well as for our clients. Building our business on this formula, UXDA has become the world's leading financial UX design agency in only 4 years. We received great recognition from banks, financial companies, and fintech startups from 27 countries. UXDA has also received many globally famous awards, client testimonials, and a net promoter score rate of 81. We started from scratch without investments, and in a couple of years, the agency's income exceeded 1 million euros, which usually takes much more time and resources. And all of this without having a geographical advantage through locating offices in Silicon Valley, New York, or London. In full accordance with the formula described here, the key priorities of our team are the best experience for our customers, the highest quality of service, and a clear and transparent business model that uses design thinking at all levels. This allows the UXDA team to design services that provide maximum value to end users, which in turn forms a stable basis for the success of our customers. The UXDA team is extremely passionate about designing human-centered financial products and proud of the results we have achieved. We are grateful to all of the financial institutions that have been our clients for the chance to perform and prove our methodology, knowledge, and skills. Nevertheless, we aim even further by making humanization of the whole financial industry our mission. As a result, this led to 300,000 followers and a line of customers with almost no advertising budget. We are sharing this formula with you to show the components that, in our opinion, have a key impact on business success in the digital world. A world in which the impact of customers on business has grown tremendously. These are dramatic changes to business rules that cannot be ignored in any industry. Although 10 years ago this success formula could succeed with only a product, business, and market, in modern times it's unthinkable without multipliers of experience, design, value, and mindset. This is the only way to adapt to the expectations of customers, gain their trust, and skyrocket the business chances of success. This was the audio version of UXDA's blog article. If you wish to read the full version and gain insights from our other articles, visit UXDA's blog at uxdesignagency.com or find us on Medium by the name of UXDA. Let's add emotions to banking and transform the financial industry together.